You tip your hat to his performance. Obviously, for us, emotional and disappointing right now with how that went. So when our heads are in a better space, we'll deal with that.
Are you deflated because it was still a strong performance from you guys?
No, I'm playing a very youthful squad right now against international veterans. That's what happens when two good teams play against each other. We should learn and grow from it. That's how I take it. Our performance was good, it wasn't good enough. And one of their stars showed that the level that you have to get to take over a game. I actually look at it for Henschel, Pepper, great for them to see that, if that's what they aspire to be. Great performance.
It almost looked like you were doing that from the start with Henschel going and CG, and he fell asleep on a couple of those ones that came in, and I think you were just riding and going, this is what you've got to get to. Is that what you were thinking on the sideline? Apart from obviously the frustration of him making shots, but also going, Henschel, this is your guy. You need to be switched on. This is where you need to get to.
It's since the inception of the league, backcourt play is probably what gets you a championship. Those guys have won championships. They understand what that's about. Our guys have to go through that process. And then I can show them film. I can tell them don't relax. Don't go for his tricks until they live it. One of the best was in the building at a Gaze. He used to manipulate young guys like no one's business. But until you feel it, Gaze got one backdoor cut on me. I learnt my lesson. I had 5 veterans tell me, he'll talk to you, he'll back cut you. Exactly what happened. So until you're in the fire and understand that, you can watch as much film and we can talk about it as much as you like.
That's what John Rillie used to do though as well, mate, wasn't it? A little bit, not a lot.
Sure.
What did you like in the first half from what you got from the young guys? I mean, obviously you started Izan tonight over Keanu. You've been riding Ben and Elijah pretty heavily because you had to the last few weeks. What did you like in that first half that you can take forward with you guys?
I think we get lost in, it's great for these young guys to have success. And Pepper's had moments, Henschel's had moments, Izan's had moments. What I'm grateful for is we have veteran players that allow them to experience that. That's a big piece that goes into all of this, is guys that are comfortable with themselves, that are okay for these young guys to live and learn. That's when I know we have a chance for this to move forward in a great direction.
So you're talking specifically about Keanu or a few of the guys?
Oh, like Christian Doolittle, Dylan Windler, Ty Webster, Keanu. Like Jesse Wagstaff hasn't played in the last 2 games. Hiram Harris, very limited minutes. So everyone in this business has a lot of pride. So for them to represent the club the way that they are, I hope the young guys understand that they're getting some good work experience in the moment.
John, what did you like about Izan's performance?
He kept it really simple as far as just getting into ball screens. He was active on the glass. And when you play with a motor and an urgency like that, it's amazing how good things happen for you. And that's what happened. The way we started the game, we come out with a good purpose to what we're doing at both ends. But as you guys talk about, the minute you just relax enough, it can become detrimental. And I look at the first half, the way we were playing, we probably squandered an opportunity there in the first half.
Dan, how was your experience starting tonight, and obviously a very strong showing in that first half? How did you feel?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I've been working a lot, so it was good. It was good to have the opportunity to show my work. But yeah, I think we played great in the first half, and then on the second half, we were not as good in offense. We were a little bit stuck, and then Golding got hot. But yeah, it hurts a little bit.
How much did you learn from a game like this? Just forgetting what Golding did, what he obviously did, but in terms of your own game and how you could be effective in this league, what do you take away from this game tonight?
Yeah, as he said, just keep things simple. I didn't do anything crazy, not too many dribbles, just shoot the shots that I know how to make, and just keep everything simple, play physical, and then have a motor and have more energy than the people that I'm playing against, so I can just outrun them, just get more rebounds than them, and just play with a lot of energy.
And JR, what went into the decision to bring Kean off the bench tonight?
Head coach's decision.
Okay. And he received it okay?
He played pretty well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you at all, concern's not the right word, but are you still kind of searching for how he can be the most effective to help this team?
I'm searching with everyone as far as like how can we get the best. I thought probably the 20 minutes at the start was a good culmination of what we can look like. And I talk to the guys about this all the time, is you have to respect the time, effort, and energy you need to put into winning. Like, everyone talks about winning, but it's hard to win. And when you're young, yeah, like, success is easy. You've always been successful. That's why you're on our team. But you're playing against veterans that have families to feed, and they love to keep competing and winning. So it's just the evolution of our roster. And as I touched on before, like, the mixture of young guys and vets, the way it's coming together, like, I think people would see over the last couple of weeks what it can become, but you do have to accumulate wins as you go along.
JR, can you talk a little bit about Izan and the type of guy that he is and what you've seen behind closed
Yeah.
doors? Tell us
Yep.
how he projects.
Tremendous work ethic, elite competitor, and like, his work ethic is like relentless. So that's why with him, he's going to give himself a chance, because when you approach and respect the game and the dedication that he has, like, good things will happen. Like any young guy, when you don't play well or to the level that you want to play, that tests you a little bit, because we all want success now. But his work ethic, his persistence has not deviated, so that always gives me faith that good things will happen for him.
There might have been some Pistons in the house. What are you hoping they saw from Izan tonight?
Well, they saw it, so the way he played tonight is, I think that's what people would expect. Now, the points and everything, but the energy, the motor, the screening, being an active, tough matchup, that should be him. Now, that's where we get lost in statistics way too much, is someone's impact versus their statistical value. He could have a game where he has very few points, but he sets great screens and Ben Henschel's coming off and shooting threes. He gets no statistical value out of that, but he's doing his job. And that's, no offense to him, that's what he's going to be doing at the next level. So let's get some practice here.
Speaking of impact, Todd Withers
Yep.
continues to just give you great minutes, I feel like,
Yep.
on both ends of the floor. How important has he been through this period for you?
Oh, with Todd joining us when he did in the preseason, like, the way he's playing, it wasn't a surprise. We've been fortunate enough to be around Todd over the last couple of years, with his playing the NZNBL and now him playing in the NBL 1 West. So we knew what we were getting. Having been around him, I think he was a recipient of being in a previous team that was struggling. So then you get tarred with a bit of a brush. So hopefully, you guys are seeing what he's capable of doing.
Kean, obviously, you'd be aware that he was on the receiving end of some pretty nasty stuff on social media, and you may not be aware, but Scott Roth, after his game, while you guys were playing, was pretty emotional, talking about the abuse that players got from, the punters and things like that.
Sure.
Has that affected Keanu, and have you had discussions with him around that, and what are your thoughts on what goes on in the social media and from fans and things like that to players?
We certainly support and give Keanu what he needs in that area. It's something that I make sure, like, our players feel like they're supported. As far as like the social media, that's a slippery slope, because a lot of people are invested in social media, and I know from my own experiences, you can avoid social media, but you're still going to find out, because someone thinks that they're helping you out by sending you a screenshot. So it's, man, if people knew what some of the stuff athletes get sent behind closed, I feel for them.
Last one from me, Bryce, day to day.
Absolutely progressing nicely.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all good. Thank you.